Hello everyone, welcome to Doodle and Chill.
Raise your brushes, time for the skill. Get hyped up, it's Doodle and Chill. Carve your heroes in bright, bold lines. Sketch those dreams, let creativity shine. From panels and pages to the screen, our fandom love filling every scene. We'll gather round, it's time to draw. Heroes rise and villains fall. Fanlight nights, we got it all. Power ups that make us tall. Anime, stay comics flying high. Movies, games, reach for the sky. All sparks igniting, pencils in hand. Let's conquer worlds, our imagination's grand. Doodle and Chill, our passion won't die. Captured in colors, let our spirits fly. Every frame a story to be told. We bring to life the brave and the bold. From dusk till dawn, we're in the zone. Creating magic, making it our own. Pencil scratch, ideas flow. In this epic world, our passion shows. Unleash the power hidden in your soul.
What a pretty little dress. I wonder if she's got it in my size.
Funny, he's our man. If you can't kill him, no one can. Yay, funny. S to the P to the A to the war. S to the P to the A to the R. Goes funny, goes funny.
Hello, everyone. You have to admit, he's the best part of the goddamn movie.
Yeah.
Go Spawny. Go Spawny. So welcome to Doodle and Chill. And today it's going to be Spawn.
Yeah.
And not the character you're seeing on my thing right now. I forgot to close it. This is what I'm working on right now. Some little pages of Blood Hunt. So yeah, Alex is not up yet. As, we were up pretty late. I woke up a bit at the last minute as well. And let me... There you go. So yeah. Today we're going to be drawing, doodling, and talking and geeking out about, I think everybody likes it, one of our favorites, Spawn.
Yep.
And which, also happens to be pretty sweet because I got like a nice little gift. Ah, damn it. He's doing the same character I said I was going to do. Oh, you piece of shit.
I did Spawn last time we did Spawn, so I was like, might as well do Violator.
Same here. Okay. Anyways, like I was going to say, just happens that, Richard bought me the collected edition of Violator, the comic book. By Bart Sears and Greg Capullo. Oh, one camera is not set up. Oh yeah, that should be fine now. Remove the camera. Hello.
Yep.
Sorry about my sleepy eyes, but like I said, I just woke up. I was up at like 4:30 in the morning. It's one of those like, I'm just gonna work like an hour before going to bed, and then you look at the clock and it's like, oh fuck, it's 4:30. I should go to bed.
Yeah.
So for today, I took this out.
Nice.
Violator. You know, you're gonna get violated, girly man. And Spawn number 1. I have the entire collection in big trades, but this is like the first issue. Like I said, I always liked his storytelling and stuff. Like his art style, I like it, but I always thought it was a big caricaturish. But I always was obsessed, by the way, of how his inks were so good.
Yeah.
Like out of everything, it's what always like got me. Like look at that Violator scene.
Nice.
Like all the little extra little details and scribbles in there. And a lot of people still don't know that there's an animated series of this. And you guys should definitely go see it. There's like 3 seasons of it. It was on HBO.
Yeah, I remember that.
But, I have to admit though, I really, really love Spawn. But I have to admit that my favorite moment in there was when Greg Capullo joined in. And he was inked by Todd. God damn, that was good.
Yeah. I remember I used to read Spawn while I was definitely way too young to. My parents didn't know because it was.
But you still did.
Yep, because it was a comic book. My parents didn't realize it was not for young kids until the PlayStation 1 game came out, and my mom saw Spawn beheading a demon. It's like, oh, this is what you've been reading this whole time.
Yes. No. Yes. It's when I was reading the heavy metal magazines.
Yeah.
I didn't know what the fuck it was
But
until my uncle saw me that I was going through his freaking collection. Okay, let's move my camera a little bit. I still have my droopy, sleepy eye here, but at least I'm here.
yeah,
So what's up? So Spawny, he's our man. If he can't kill him, no one can. Hey, Spawny.
I figured that's why you played the clip.
No, I didn't see it, but that's what I had in mind since I started the thing. I was going to start with that, I like S to the P to the A to the S. I fucking love it. Good morning, Canada. Sign up, Bloodhunt 2, yes. Simon Potier and 7 Legion on X, thank you, Soul. Sleepy Eye, my ass, those are Titanic black insomnia rings. Get some sleep, dude. He didn't rest for 28 hours. He is the night putty. Shout out to my friend Marco, who is a huge Spawn fan. He sent me some pictures from the current Gunslinger issue this week, and She Spawn looked very fine. I didn't try the Gunslinger yet, to be quite honest, but I am buying the actual series. Give me a sec. We'll get the newest issue. Be right back. I should probably try it. But Richard was telling me that it was meh. I don't know. After all these years of just having Spawn, and sometimes another series or something, kind of feels a bit off to have like four ongoing series of Spawn. Because now you have Spawn, you have King Spawn, Gunslinger Spawn, Scorched. They're coming out with 2 other titles, I think. Well, before you had Spawn, and you could have like a miniseries, like, but they're ongoing. I was like, eh. But here's the newest issue of Spawn. I'm tiny here. Hold on. With Brett Booth on board, I really like his art and think he's doing a great job. But Todd was off. It was another writer for a little while. Now Todd came back on 360 on the writing. Brett Booth on art, and somebody called Adelso Corona on inks. And there's a colorist called Robert Nugent. Wonder if he's related to Ted Nugent.
We'll see if he does any racial tirades.
Stranglehold. Don't know much about the story, but the Gunslinger art is always smoking from what I've seen. I have to check. Because I don't know if he sent you, like, it used to be Brett Booth on it, then they changed. I don't know who it is now. I do have to admit that the Scorch, like the Lady Spawn, looks cool. Especially she's a ginger too now. It's kind of like, hello, nurse. But yeah, I love Animaniacs. Hello, nurse. Okay. Oh. Hopefully, little Miss is gonna wakey, and join us soon.
Mm-hmm.
But let's start doodling. Okay, I'll start doodling because Beacon, just doesn't wait for an intro. It just fucking starts.
Yep.
Because to him, is as soon as he's done, it's back to 7 legions.
Yep. No shame in that game.
And as you can see, I'm not the only one that got a haircut.
Yeah.
See? Nice. Short hair.
He copied me.
I didn't copy you. I didn't even know you did. They think you got the haircut at the same time.
Oh, and I got mine cut a couple weeks ago.
Okay, then.
Yeah.
Beacon is also a ginger. Coincidence? I think not. But I'm also Auburn red, Auburn brown. I also have ginger in my hair. And I used to, like my kid when I was younger, my beard started growing like same color as his hair.
Yep.
It was weird. You have those little like growth coming out, and people are looking at you. Why is it red? I don't know. Kind of wish the entire thing was.
Yeah.
Scottman is like, "What up, bruv? I'm gonna be leaving in a few to photograph my sister's wedding. I got asked to step in because their photograph flaked. Otherwise, I'd join you guys. Cool." Okay, so Spawny, he's our man. Let's do this. What am I gonna do? I think I know what I will do. Since you're doing the monsterish one. So saying, hope the wedding is smooth sailing,
Yeah.
and you can watch the replay afterward to wrestle. I like the fact that they fixed that. Like, you couldn't do this before. It's so cool. Yeah, okay, let's go. So, you started reading Spawn at a young age. How old were you?
I was probably about. I know I was in kindergarten.
The fuck out, really?
Yeah, and that was back. That was back. I think that was back when it was first coming out too.
In '92?
Yeah, it's about then.
What does the guy look like? Okay, yeah, let's do this. I'm gonna do one of those scenes that I love from the Violator series. You know, if you haven't read it, you should. It was written by Alan Moore. I have my issues with the guy, but he still is a good writer. Did write some cool shit. And the Violator series is one of them. It was a It was a 3-issue miniseries
Mm-hmm.
with drawn by the legendary Bart Sears, which I love. He only did the first 2 issues because he was another one infamous for being a bit slow. But dude, when you look at the amount of freaking details and cleanness that he had, god damn.
Yeah.
I'm a huge fan of his. And last issue was Great Capula. When he was starting to work for Todd.
Mm-hmm.
And to me, that's when I already liked his style back in when he showed up for X Force and stuff like that back in the days. I think he did Quasar too. I remember right. I did like his art style, but god damn, did he become a comic book god when he worked on Spawn? Like god damn. He went from I like that artist too. God damn, he's an inspiration of mine now. Like the way that you can level up just because you put in the work.
Yeah.
Hey, what's up, Sugar Chris?
Yo.
See, I am the Violator, girly man. Yeah, I said it when I started. We also started by the cheerleader video.
Yep.
Okay, there you go. How are you, son? Okay, they're talking. So answering. Chris, pretty good. Enjoying the weekend. Love it when the sun is out. Not that you know anything about that stuff. Just kidding. How are you?
Sun's out over here. I'm getting ready to mow after this.
Oh yeah.
Yep. Had to buy a new lawnmower though.
Really?
Yep. Because I mean, of course, lawnmowers really only last like 2 years. That's why their warranties are only 2 years.
Huh. Weird. It's not like it's made on purpose.
Oh yeah, not at all. Yeah, when I was buying, I was like, "Do you want the extended warranty?" He's like, "I'm not going to pay for that." See you in 2 years when I need another one.
Kind of sounds pointless, but you know, yeah. Extended warranty. Do they replace it, fix it, do something?
Yeah. I mean, I saw the cost it was going to be to have someone come over and mow it. It's like if I paid to have someone mow my yard in 3 weeks, I would have already paid for a new mower.
Mm.
So bought the cheapest one they had, and that'll do.
Yeah, but he's making he's making that joke because Chris usually only works at the
Yeah.
night shift, and he's talking like if he doesn't see the sun when he gets back home.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Yesterday I almost didn't. I got yeah started at 7 a.m. Didn't get done till 7 p.m. I was pissed.
Really?
Yeah. Well, they had me doing a whole section of doing the rebuilding the fixtures on a whole section of bread,
Okay.
which the store had just finished filling up. So like that all had to come off and all that, and then yeah, it took all day. But the sun was still out when I got out.
News.
Violator's got those soy boy arms.
Soy boy.
Yeah. This thin. I drink a soy latte.
Right. Only 4 days. Okay, hold on. On the way to so Chris good enjoying the weekend. Loving. Okay, yeah. Chris says on the way to Cumberland with Mom, Denise, and her dog. The comic shop down here is showing off their new book and doing a signing, taking a break from working on moving. Trinity's in. Only 4 days left to back Gemini Crusader, the Atomic Conductor. Yeah, go check it out. Go support Marinus. And don't forget to go go grab yourself some Hellzone. What's up, Scotsman? Oh, so you're on the phone and out and about. Enjoyed the trip. And he goes, It's nice out today. Too much sun makes my eye hurt just a little sore from all the lifting and moving stuff.
Yeah, of course, a little sun hurts his eyes. He's basically a vampire at this point.
Goes, yeah, just have the stream up and the volume low, so can't really hear anything. But thought I'd pop in. Sugar Chris, tell Marinus that you're sore from working out next time you see him. What's your favorite Spawn Thing media? I don't know. The comic book?
I don't think he's realized that you're here yet.
Yeah, I did.
Okay.
I'm just trying to go through the entire thing. I said, hey, Scotsman.
Okay.
What's up?
Oh, my mic was muted.
Yeah.
Damn.
How you doing?
Well, I actually didn't have to get ready for another half hour or so. I just realized. So I just popped in.
Sweet.
And I'm wearing a green shirt. So my green screen's going crazy. It's like you cut off that hippie mop you had there, sir. Looks good on you.
Thank you. I'm back to my original look.
I noticed you skipped that comment in the chat.
Did I? I didn't even see it. Hold on.
Skipped right over it. You're just like, fuck that. I ain't going to say that shit.
Where the fuck is it?
It's right after I said I was going to photograph a wedding.
I don't see
it. It's like 2 comments after it. It's literally there.
Otherwise, I join you guys. Hey, TV. Hope the wedding is.
Are you on top comments?
I'm on all. I'm on all.
It's literally there. Right after otherwise I join you, I said, dude, Sim, you trimmed that hippie mop. Nice. Looks good on you.
No, I'm looking for it.
Really? It doesn't show? It shows in my chat.
TV, have a good one, mate. Fuck. Hold on.
Weird.
But videographer photography back in 2000. Hold on. I'm going up. I'm going to be leaving in a few photograph my sister. Otherwise, I'd join you guys. No, it goes to thanks, but I was videographing the photographer in 2000, so I've done 100 of these, and still kind of stressful since it's my baby sister.
Well,
And it's
that's
not showing up.
bonkers. That is bonkers, dude.
I would have read it.
I know. I'm just giving you.
Okay,
just
so
giving
read
you
it.
the
So,
business.
so reread it for me, bubbly. Come on, let's do it officially.
It says, "Hey Sim, or dude Sim, you trimmed that hippie mop. Nice. Looks good on you."
Yeah, I did.
It's giving you a compliment.
That was a good one.
Oh, boys. It's a weird one. It's a
Well,
weird one.
that you have to go technically film and give your sister away.
No. I'm not giving her away. My dad's doing that, but their photographer flaked. So my sister called me kind of not in a panic, but like in a pseudo panic or so. And she said, my photographer flaked on me. I'm like, oh, that sucks. Can you do it? I was like, yeah, I'd be honored, you know. So I'm here to save the day, apparently.
Okay. Yeah,
But
I've
other than that, go ahead.
I got my youngest brother's got a baby shower for his kid, so kind of similar situation, except skip the marriage. But
Yeah. I put my 3 finished pages in the Discord. Did you guys see that?
yeah, I think so.
Chris says, I'm not a huge Spawn. I like the HBO series and the live action movie. I played the PlayStation game too back when. She's here and got her roommate and her 10 animals brought in. Just got a ton of stuff.
I forgot
Where
to
to
react.
sort out and find place for. Oh, so she's moving in with you now? Yeah, okay.
Those pages are done.
Sweet.
Like printable done.
So not going back to redo them completely.
I am fucking over that.
Okay.
Well, part of it is I was blowing the dust off of being able to draw. I was trying to figure out what I wanted the characters to look like. I was drawing pages before I even had that finished, turnarounds or anything like that. So I'm like, I don't want it to look like that. Oh, I want it to look like this. Maybe this. Oh, that looks better. Oh, I don't like that. And I redrew it so many fucking times. I'm finally, it's in stone now. I know what they look like. I know the style. It's set. So I can move forward.
So
how many years later? 3 years later, I think.
Okay,
Yeah,
yeah, that's it. Yeah. More like 4, but yeah.
Let's call it 3. Come on.
Nah.
Give me no. Okay.
I think we actually started working on this shit like in 2020. I'm giving you a leeway, okay?
You're giving me a year already. Shit. Yeah, but they look gorgeous.
Yeah. They also looked great the first time you did them.
No, they didn't. They looked clunky and weird. And like the more I looked at them, the more I was like, that's not right. But to your point, I probably could have went with what I had before, but
you know what they say. One of the best advice I ever got, and I keep saying it: finish, not perfect, because otherwise you end up with nothing done.
I know. I struggle with that.
Mm-hmm. But that's how you get better and faster, stronger, faster, stronger.
Is that like Daft Punk?
Yep. Well, if you don't know Daft Punk, you could say the Kanye West.
Mm.
Kanye West that did a version of it.
Yeah.
The guy who's making some crazy new stuff recently.
Something about liking Daft Punk.
Yeah, something about that.
Something like that.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know what you guys talking about. Going on listening.
Bro, that was the craziest shit I've seen in my entire life.
Yeah.
I can't think of any crazier.
What, that he liked Daft Punk?
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll go
Praising
with that. Yeah,
praising Daft Punk to that level.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I think I see what you're doing right now.
Yeah.
Some people, I saw someone break the idea down, and they said there's a certain person who is like the embodiment of the devil to Western society, and that person is, because of his stature as that figure, he's become a modern Satanist in that regard. Insofar as, I feel like you hurt me on many levels, and I'm going to hurt you the only way I really feel like I can. And I'm like, that's a pretty good breakdown. If you're trying to put into logical terms what he's doing, because it's completely unhinged and wild. But like, I'm trying to see the seams on the baseball here, not just look at have a visceral reaction to what he's doing. Because the visceral reaction is, holy shit, dude. That's some Ted Kaczynski type shit. You just sent a virtual letter bomb to the collective mailbox of the world right now from the forest. You don't come back from that forest. You now live there.
Yeah.
So I feel like, it's
No, I mean, the last thing I saw from that guy was him liking to suck on his brother's carrot.
Cousins.
Yeah, that's some wild shit
Cousin's
too.
carrot, yeah.
Yeah, I don't know about what I don't, bro.
I stopped paying attention a while back. If you get my drift, huh? Yeah.
See, like, I had a coworker for a while who, he used to live out in California, and he said that he's actually used to do some catering stuff with Kanye. He says he's a pretty good dude. This is before, of course, the Daft Punk stuff.
Bigger, harder, faster, stronger.
Yeah, through selective breeding.
I think they call that like eugenics.
Yeah,
like Eugene.
Yeah, like apparently, like
great comedian.
Yeah. Apparently, this coworker, he one day he was carrying something in, threw his back out, and then Kanye let him chill in the hot tub for a bit, and shared his weed with him. So he's like, that's decent person.
Was it actually weed?
Possibly, I don't know. I wasn't there. I don't do weed, but yeah.
It was ketamine soaked buds, bro.
So before you came in, Mr. Hare was telling me that he started reading Spawn in kindergarten.
Yep.
Oh, fuck you, bro. Like, literally fuck right off. Like, jump right off a cliff.
Yeah, I know, right?
Like is he really that young? Like, the fuck, in 92 you were in kindergarten?
Like Thanos level, trying to get the Soul Stone level, commit fucking Minecraft and jump in a fucking off the cliff of eternity.
See what I think it was, I
just want to say one thing. Hail Angelus Draven, welcome to the stream, buddy. Go ahead, keep going. I'll read the rest of the chat after.
I bought Spawn number 1 when I was like 19.
Yeah, I was 18 about it, I think, yeah. No, not even. Hold on, 92? Yeah, that's it. No.
Yeah.
What I think it
No,
was.
Was it 90 when it came out in 92?
I think it was. Hold on, let me check.
Yeah, that sounds like when I would have been in kindergarten.
Okay, I was 17 then.
Okay.
Yeah, that's the thing. I think I was like 16.
So
Because I remember I applied to their first talent search. I think I was 16, 17. Rob Liefeld asked me to go over there, and I couldn't. And, you know, technically, grab your shit, come here, and I'll house you in a little apartment with other artists.
Yeah, so I was about 5 years old then.
Come to America, I'll sweatshop you.
Yeah, kind of.
You could shack up with other dudes, get real close.
You know, I asked my grandma, "Hey, would you buy me like a back and forth ticket in case it doesn't work out? I can come back." My uncle was there, and he goes, "We're only buying a one-way ticket. Make sure that you want to go." But keep in mind, I used to live by myself at 15, so you know.
That's some Quebecer type shit. I don't know. I don't even know anything about that.
Yeah, he used to live out in the first rapper shack, you know, catching beavers and skinning them.
Dude, I was one
refrigerator box. Thank you very much.
I was one of the guys that had that. I was lucky enough to live that thing in a way, like, you know, lucky and not lucky, but lucky to go to school and go, "Why'd you miss school? Do you have a parent's note?" And write my own note. The doctor's like, not the doctor, but the teacher's like, "You can't do that." "Yes, I can." I was, "What do you mean? I live by myself. I'm emancipated from my parents."
I have the.
The teacher gets pissed, takes me to the principal. The principal goes, "Yes, he's allowed to write his own notes." You should have seen the face of every fucking kids in the freaking thing. I can write my own freaking notes. Yep.
You're like, I do all my own stunts too. What now? I'm like Tom Cruise on this motherfucker.
Don't forget that I'm the one you call if you ever want to complain about me. Thank you.
Yeah. Oh, you're gonna send a note home? Well, let me save you some time. I'll just sign it right here.
I'm gonna call your parents. I'm right here.
That's
speaking.
So that's what I love about, like, when you know, people try and cancel someone by like going to the going. Like, I'm gonna go to your HR. It's like, yeah, that's me. I'm dealing HR.
Yeah. Well, who's in charge here? Me.
I am.
Who's your boss? Me.
He needs to be. It looks short. That came out pretty cool. I have to admit, though, that for a quick little sketch.
Yep. I'm pretty happy with mine. I think I could call this done.
Sim, are you going backwards? Because this used to be sequential and chill. It's more like a doodle. Just taking it easy. You just like hadn't cracked your knuckles yet. What's going on here?
I just woke up. I was up till like 4 a.m. I woke up like at 1, dude. So got up, made my coffee, tried to wake up Alex. She's not up.
I see.
But you know, I'm not done. We're not even an hour in yet.
Yeah.
Oh, it's true. Okay. It's under an hour. Got it.
Remember, I did animate and chill too to shut you up.
You did. Notice I haven't appeared on the show in a while. I've been very quiet.
Soon he's going to be an animate and chill. Like, I'll take you on this. And that was the Dragon Ball one. That was cool.
Yeah.
With the Goku going full Super Saiyan. So, okay, let's catch up to the chat. Because that's probably going to live up the place. Because Chris is having his niece is moving into his place now. So that's kind of cool. Good news. I think. I hope it's good news, not something bad. But yeah, good news. Scotsman TV dude, you trim your okay. He put it in there. So you trim that hippie mop. Nice, looks good on you. Then Soul wrote, and then I wrote, guy has gigantus eye rings. Scotsman likes his nice hair.
Sure.
Yeah, but okay. One, some of this is because of my glasses, and I just woke up.
Mm-hmm.
Hell and Angelus Draven, Soul Lion the Carrot. Why? Eugene X is weird or is we?
It might have been as we.
To this day, Sim is like, is like that. I sleep when I want. Look at his eyes. Got punched in both eyes and chill.
Got punched in both eyes and chill. That's a new one.
Technically, that would be punch on the nose. You know anything about fighting, soul? Okay, so what else am I gonna draw? Do I draw another violator? Or do I just clean that one up?
What time is it?
This has always been one of my favorite scenes.
Mm.
Did you read the Violator series, miniseries?
No, I have like the first 10 issues of Spawn and then some random sputterings throughout the thing, like Danny Mickey's first issue, because Danny's a wizard. And then didn't really read much after that.
Like I was saying, I've always been a big fan of Todd's ink. I think that's one of the things that always like stood up to me in his art the most, his inkings.
Yeah. But Danny, like, since he's like a Bernie Wrightson, acolyte, like he took Bernie's style and just fucking made it metal.
Danny Mickey?
He just made it fucking metal as shit, dude.
What do you mean?
Metal, like meadly metal. Like he turned Bernie Wrightson's really methodical, like parallel lines, unbelievable, meticulous, perfection, and just threw a guitar riff behind it, and you know what I mean, exploded it. if I can describe it that way.
Oh, you can. Yeah, like I said, every time we do the stream, I have the intro sticks to my head. That last line, very inspirational. Every
What's
time.
the last line?
Unleash the power hidden in your soul. Oh, I love that thing.
Oh, that's the AI intro you made, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, have you played with Udio recently? They changed a bunch of stuff.
Nope. All I know is that I like the fact that you can just go in, write a few lines, and it just like makes everything fit. But that last line, I did not write it. And I'm like, it's my favorite line out of all of this. Like, it's like an amalgam of like, it was an amalgam of like different lines I had put in. But that's what it did. And I'm like, dude, that's freaking sweet. It's every time it sticks to my freaking head. It's the last line of the song,
Yeah. What new stuff have they added on?
When I say added, they didn't make it better.
Oh, okay.
Like they I don't know, they made things cost more credits. Because you get like 10 credits a day or something like that. I think is what it is. I don't know. You get a certain number of credits per day for free. I mean, if you make a premium, you can do whatever you want. But like, the results haven't been as great as I've tried a few things and like I haven't really been pleased with the results.
No, I haven't touched it in a while.
I mean, it's not bad. It still does a decent job. It's just like before it was really good. It seemed really good.
Yeah, I got tired of having Facebook and flagging some songs. Even if I pay, like, dude, I was using the songs from the guy, right? The
stream beats.
No. Cabin, Dark Cabin Studio, and I paid the $20 for the rights and shit like that. Facebook would flag it every fucking time. So
yeah,
I got tired, so that's why I did those little intro songs with Udon.
Oh,
right?
okay.
And and that's why I did the same thing for the campaign, because last thing you want is to go on somebody's stream, they play your freaking video, and they get a fucking strike every fucking time.
Right.
Because that's
Well,
the
you
thing.
can use.
I paid the rights for it, so I can play them on my channel. But
They
it
don't seem
wouldn't.
to care, dude. Like somewhere like I don't know. They pick out a little like a 4-second musical clip that they insert, like someone used as a sample.
What's
And
up,
they
some
go, "Oh,
person?
that's
Mhm.
mine," and
Yeah.
they block it. So
But they
I
have
don't know.
on Facebook. They have automated fucking things. So sometimes there's even companies that have nothing to do with it, and they're just gonna try and claim it.
Right.
So that's the thing that I got tired of, to be quite honest.
Yeah. Yeah. If you make a
That's why I hired the guy for the ink, the nat stuff. But dude, I'm not
Right.
gonna hire and pay somebody $200 US to make me a song every freaking time I want a little music somewhere.
Yeah.
Like if I
Well,
want it for my thing, like
Mhm.
like I want to own it. Like if I want an actual Blood Hunt song, I'll pay it.
Yeah.
But still, like just for a fucking video, like to promote, it's kind of like, dude. I remember when Wasp freaking gave me the okay to fucking use it from the first video.
Hmm.
Like if you remember, like I had the freaking one of their song, and I had the right. I asked them, and they never stroked me. They just,
They never stroked you.
strike me. There you go. They never gave me a strike anywhere. They gave me they just said, yeah, you could use it.
Well, it's just that's because they're not Kanye. Kanye would have stroked you all over the place.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry, but oh, by the way, do you want to proofread Hellzone? I'll send you a copy of the proofreading PDF.
Oh, proof the
I did the
like you want me to
lettering.
do like do you want me to do like a editor write up, like look at it and make
Yeah,
recommendations?
yeah. Like you proofread,
Okay.
you tell me if there's mistake, and if you want notes and stuff like that. Yeah,
Okay. Yeah,
I'll send it to you.
I'll give it a once over.
But it's just like I said, it's just a lettering placement. It's not the final lettering. I just placed it there so you guys can go over it.
So the final dialogue isn't in place.
It's the final dialogue so far. It's just
Ah.
not the final lettering. Like the fonts are all the same. It's just placed.
Gotcha.
No special effects yet, because that's
Gotcha.
usually Dave that goes in and does all the onomatopoeias and little special effects here
The
and there.
word.
Onomatopoeia. I said it. Well.
Onomatopoeia.
Yeah. And not the we. I'm gonna pee on you.
Yeah, like at Disneyland. Mama got a pia.
This usually would be the moment where I would just go and start inking. But that's always been one of my favorite scenes of his, when he just fucking puts his hand through the head of the guy and shoots him. Let's do something else. Because Beacon's already working on the Seven Legions.
Yep. My Violator is finished. Did a lot of cross hatching. I think he looks pretty good.
Mm-hmm. Looking cool.
A lot of detail.
A lot of minimum effort, but you know.
Yeah, whatever. It's a doodle. Okay.
True.
Fair enough.
True.
Yeah, it's a doodle. Yeah.
An instant improvement to your doodle would be to increase the weight of your holding lines.
Yeah.
Like the left side of his face and the underjaw. If you thicken that line to define the front edge, his face will zoom forward, and like it'll put into perspective the rest of the lines. Okay. Just the left side and under part of his jaw, not even the whole jaw.
And you know, I started the stream with this on.
Nice.
Is your camera flipped?
No.
No, I was talking to Beacon.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Because I was saying the left, that's the right side to me, but
Oh yeah.
like up on his noggin all the way down, you could probably get the left, where the horn comes over the top, yeah,
Yeah.
and then the up on the brow as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, so some person says hello to everybody. Ellie. Yeah, Ellie didn't wake up. I tried to wake her up and she didn't wake up. So saying twice. Oh, she did. You're there.
Hi.
Hello.
I'm still waking up, but you know what? I'm here. I'm doodling. I'm just sitting.
That's what counts, sweetie. Like I told you, I woke you up. I just woke up at the last minute and they were making fun of my eyes looking all sleepy and shit.
And his him trimming his hippie mop finally.
Yeah. By the way, you wanna see something, Scotsman?
Always. The fuck is that gay shit?
It's my mop.
Oh, I thought it was from down there. Like you just trimmed.
Yeah. They asked me if I wanted to keep it. I'm like, yeah, why not?
Like you got the buzzers and you like did a little manscaping.
Yep.
Down south. And that was the result.
But no, I didn't touch it. It's the biggest. It is the biggest.
It looks like a mane.
It's the biggest bush. Damn, I love this one. Underrated.
I call
Okay.
it simple.
Twice the ginger. So saying Scotsman. Sheesh. Tell him it's too douchey because it is. Yeah. You know that's his thing. You think that Vincent's is douchey. But Scotsman, wow, Scotsman got Beacon to get back to his doodle. That's something I haven't seen before. I know, right?
Yep, just long enough to do that. There you go.
Top of the head, side of the head, the same side all the way to the brow.
You know,
Right under the horn.
I would probably add some shadow for the inside of the horns too. Just saying, that's a thick.
There you go.
line.
There you go.
Ali fell asleep on her
Boom.
Cintiq.
1000% improvement. 1000%.
Wouldn't be the first time.
There you go.
So saying, not sleepy. They look like legit black guys on camera.
Literally.
Your eyes look like legit black guys. You have African American eyes.
Yeah, it's called the Black Eyed Peas.
You're like Sim I am. Now pump it.
Some person's like, save that hair in case you go bald. I don't know. I cross my fingers, dude. I'm 48 still, so just like,
You could like bind it up and then glue it on the back as a little Krishna tail
yeah.
and hang out in the airport and hand out leaflets.
Oh man. At the store my company sends me to most of the time, if I arrive early enough, there is actually a Hare Krishna guy that shows up there.
Nice.
And it's like one of those things where it's like you're not sure if you saw it, but
You have to take a double take.
it's
What?
like, am I just tired and seeing things, or is that guy a Hare Krishna?
Nope, that definitely is what that is.
So what are you drawing, Alex?
I don't know. The
He's
edgy
like-
guy?
I'm drawing blood.
The what?
The edgy guy? I don't know.
There's an
It's
edgy guy
fun,
in
right?
there? Yeah.
Isn't Spawn edgy?
Okay, yeah. Could say that. So you're drawing Spawn. Couldn't you just say I'm drawing Spawn? God damn it.
No, I have to draw the edgy guy.
Now Sim under the chin, draw a long straight handle with a little curve at the bottom, and he can be Spoon.
Spoon man. Then I'm gonna have to draw a tick. That tick.
Did you guys end up ever watching the Blue Beetle movie?
No.
Nope.
I did. I watched it on an airplane because there was like nothing else to watch.
Hmm.
Yeah.
God, the potential that movie could have had, it was utter dog shit though. But like the tech and the way that the suit functioned and all that, and like the actual action part of it, like of the Beetle, very cool. The rest of the movie was absolute bullshit. Terrible.
Yeah, it looked interesting until you started seeing more scenes and shit. Like it's weird. Like I really was not interested.
See that one scene I think you're talking about with George Lopez saying like, "Oh, he's a fascist." That was a quick one-off, and like, I'm not gonna justify that. I think that was stupid, and they shouldn't have put that in the movie. But it played into his character because George Lopez was a conspiracy theorist slash, you know, I don't want to call him a racist, but like he was definitely like a, I don't know, like a
Everybody's a Nazi.
like Latino supremacist kind of a thing,
Okay.
kind of feel. So I don't know. It didn't lean too heavy into that the rest of the movie though, but like it definitely was. The story was kind of stupid, but the action, like the Beetle itself, extract that character from that environment and put it in a good story. That would be really cool. The way that the Beetle's powers function and stuff, awesome.
Yeah. Look, everything looked awesome from the Beetle aspect. It's just that to me it was the story, the family, how it was. It seemed very like.
Oh, it was utter trash. Like the whole.
Me, what I don't like is that a lot of them are going in the WD type of fucking TV show type of thing, where we're not getting a story really about the superhero. We're getting
it's about all the other people.
about the other people around.
Yeah. No, you're right. Yeah, you sussed that out exactly right.
And that's the aspect that when I saw more of the thing, I'm like, no, I don't like that. I want to see the story of him. Then when you're done with the first story of him, maybe you can elaborate more about his surroundings, but it's not supposed to be about them. That's the thing that they're doing right now with a lot of the fucking movies. It's not about the heroes, because you wouldn't exist if there wasn't this, that, and you know.
Yeah. No, they made him out to be like he's like this perfect kid. Like there's like he's pure and like he has zero flaws, and like, you know, that's the whole reason the Beetle chose him, because of his heart.
Mm-hmm.
Or the scarab or whatever it was, but you know. Oh, nice shot of the ceiling. Well done.
Wonderful.
Would you look at that? That's looking good.
I'm gonna get seasick watching it, but hey. Do you have your drawing board hanging from like a kite string, like stuck?
No, it's the camera that
ceiling?
she has. It's just the camera she has on a gooseneck. Like her phone.
Oh, I was gonna say it's like the drawing is dangling and you're trying to draw on it and making it sway.
That's the challenge.
Every time she gets better. I'm liking that doodle.
It's a little doodle.
I especially like the hand pose on the lower back hand, how the fingers are already like there's a lot of energy in the fingers.
Mm-hmm.
I know how to make energy with sharp fingers. Always fun.
Yeah, she likes Spawn.
He's edgy.
She was all excited when we decided to do Spawn. She goes, I like that guy.
I haven't read the books or anything, but like
she watched the movie.
Mm.
That's why.
And I don't remember the movie.
Well, you watched that travesty of a movie with the live action?
Well, you don't like that movie?
Mm, I don't know. I mean, I think Todd was pretty involved in that movie too. Um,
Nah,
I don't know.
no.
Like
Not a-
it kind of was like it wasn't bad. I'm obviously being hyperbolic. It wasn't bad. It was. I mean, the thing is, like, you have it in your head how it should look, and then it falls short, and that's what everything does, you know. So it's like it's kind of unfair to really be too hard on this stuff.
Yeah,
But
what I'll say is this: I thought the costume looked dope.
Mm.
They picked a freaking awesome actor to play him.
They did really good with because the chains are a really important part of the costume,
Yeah.
and I think they did good with a
Budget
lot of
wise, they
the
had to reduce the cape because, come on, people forget that it was a low budget movie.
true.
And for back in the days, they did a great job, except fucking hell.
That was that. Looking back, that was hilariously bad.
Yeah.
Hilarious.
Hilariously bad.
The rest was awesome though, like the spawn,
Yeah.
you know, like the practical effect that they included in there when Violator transformed and fight Spawn. That was cool.
Right.
Yeah, I understand that they had to cut on the cape action, but they still did it cool when it was there.
Because that was that's a big part of Spawn's character too, is his cape and his chains. So it's like if they don't feel alive and like fluid almost like they have a mind of their own, then that's a big part of the character persona that you're missing.
Yep.
I love the cape. I love how people draw the cape. It's always so funky.
All the wild folds, and like he'll grip one part of it and swoop it, and it will like billow everywhere, and bats will come out of it and shit.
Always so fun.
What I would love to see, and to my knowledge, it hasn't been done yet, and I could be ignorant on that, which it may very well have been, is I want a Darkness movie.
Never been done, but there's a video game.
I want a Darkness movie. That to me seems like low-lying fruit for them to make.
Yep, like, they never did.
With the ability to insert like CGI constructs into a real environment now, current movie making state-of-the-art technology that they have now, a Darkness movie. Problem is his character wasn't it wasn't a huge book. I mean, it was big enough, but it was, I don't know. It's like, that's like Sylvester's Spawn almost, you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. His thing. So I don't know. I think the way they did a Witchblade TV show, I never watched it with that.
That was meh. Some people liked it, but I thought it was so.
The anime was decent.
The anime is always good. Like name when a comic book character becomes an anime when it isn't good.
Yeah.
But technically, it's not Witchblade. It's another Witchblade.
Right.
Yeah.
That's why it's kind of like okay.
Well, that gives them the ability to not have to pay certain royalties and then take certain liberties.
Yeah, but that's the thing. They made it the single mom thing, the single mom aspect.
Oh God. Yeah.
But it was good though.
All right. Well, boys, I got to dip out. I got to get ready to go.
All right.
Oh, later.
It's been
thanks
real.
Thanks for dropping by.
Heck yeah.
Yeah.
Goodbye.
And maybe you'll be part of the next one, which is, I don't know, I'm thinking of maybe doing Savage Dragon.
Savage Dragon?
We're doing all the Image.
I'll probably skip that one because Eric Larson can fuck right off.
It was still fucking good in the beginning.
Yeah, but Eric Larson is a massive piece of shit, dude. Like I can't. Oh God, I hate him so much. I can't stand him.
Yeah, but it's not. We're not doing Eric Larson.
You are correct, sir.
And me,
But
he was one of the founders of Image Comics, and it was one of my favorite books back then. So
yeah, I hear
yeah,
you.
I disliked it when they. I started. I dropped off when they stopped making him a cop.
Mm.
Came back when they threw him another universe. Then stopped after that one. Mhm. But I still think he was one of the coolest and most original books that they had there because he was the only super powered superhero type of thing that refused to be a superhero and became a cop.
Yeah, it was a street level guy.
Yeah, which I thought that was like very cool and undone before.
Spoiler alert: Savage Dragon was an alien.
Duh. But even more spoilers than that, it was a Nevo Emperor alien.
Mm. All right, take it easy, friends.
All right.
See
Later.
ya.
See ya.
Bye.
Simic Slayer do our Darkness episode. Oh yeah, it's happening. It's happening. Like it's part of the Image thing. We're gonna be doing Witchblade. We're gonna be doing them. I'm trying to go gradually, so we're doing the first wave of freaking Image. Then after that, we're doing the second and the third.
Okay.
So we're also gonna be doing Battle Chasers, Danger Girls, all that stuff. The idea came to me when I was because I was trying to do like the some of the episode right now was technically trying to aim at doing the indie comic people type of thing. So like I saw we did Ninja Turtles. I was trying to gravitate towards it. And I'm like, you know what? Let's do the Image guys. No, no. After that, I'm thinking, oh, we could have also done like Tank Girl. I also want to do down the line. But a big part of our list was image characters. When I look at the list that me and Beacon did a while back, and I'm like, let's just hit that. Youngblood's coming back out, So let's do this. Tom McFarlane's going back to writing.
Do 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 do.
And to me, it was one of the great. It was one of the best eras of comics after, especially for indie creators. It toppled everything and made it possible for a lot of people to just create their own stuff now. Like I want to do also Monkey Man and O'Brien. That was another one of my fave. We need to do Sin City as well. I always wish that he would return to Monkey Man and O'Brien. I'm a big Arthur Adam fan, and I did enjoy it. It was a bit of it had what I liked about the Fantastic Four, without being too campy. Hmm. So, Alex is gonna have to start reading some Spawns soon, I guess. Especially since I have all of them. No, that's
True.
not true. I have all of them until Angel Medina. Then after I didn't, I stopped afterward for a while, and I got back after when in 300 I tried Spawn 300. Then after that, I'm like, I got back at around that. I think started buying it regularly again when Brett Booth started being the original artist because I was not a big fan of the art style that was there for a while. I'm gonna do the hand here.
Do 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 do.
So into the darkness, South Scotland, yeah. I admit I had to Google Monkey Man and O'Brien, and it's another ginger. Yep.
Just like the series that I got done watching, Bleach, which has a ginger hero, which is crazy for a Japanese show.
Yeah, Monkey Man and O'Brien, I really like that series, and it came out. It was coming out about the same time as Hellboy or Sin City, because those were another like iconic moment of comics when they started doing their own indie comics at Dark Horse,
Yeah.
and they were all like technically perfectly timed. The only thing is Hellboy continued, Sin City continued for a while. Monkey Man O'Brien, the end, he stopped after a miniseries, and then he came back to it to do a crossover with Gen 13. That was it. Oh, I always thought that was a cool story. To be quite honest. Okay, because I did this calls wrong here, so that's why I'm restarting it. I did them too much like skulls, so they're more like little medallions, are stylish.
They're very stylish.
Oh, and me and Alex, we started doing traditional art Sundays. Eventually,
Nice.
we might start filming them or something. That would be a cool thing, right? That we start filming it a bit.
Yeah.
Well, at least share the thing. Yeah, I pulled out my markers and did some traditional colors on my sketch. It was
It was fun.
cool and weird. Yeah.
I was just doodling my own characters.
I used to have a chain that goes like this, but he doesn't have it anymore. So what am I doing with this? Like he used to have it like a necklace, but they removed it after a while. Hmm. Let me
Bruh.
Google. Let me Google something. Spawn.
Spawn.
Because I only took out the old one. Oh, you still had it? Okay, so let's go. Boom. Okay. Okay, so didn't do shit. That's what I do. Mm.
Do 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 do.
Ichigo Bleach Beacon is in final form. He has black hair.
See, but that's not even his final form because it goes on for more seasons than that. It's the seasons after the Aizen fight are actually pretty good. Powers get retarded, but then that's nothing new to Bleach. Yeah, all his later forms leave him as a ginger.
Ginger, the ultimate form.
Yeah, he needs to reap souls because he doesn't have one of his own.
My goodness.
Is that I was gonna say, is that why you go to church every Sunday?
Yeah, I need to steal some souls. They got to be pure too. They don't taste as good.
You
if they're
know,
not.
oh, I'm not gonna say anything. I was gonna say something really bad, and I'm like, wait, no, don't do it. Don't do it.
Well, we're just bantering. We're just having fun. If it's depends how bad it is.
Yeah,
I'm not gonna say anything.
Is it bad enough that it might give us in trouble with Facebook,
Maybe.
YouTube? Okay,
Maybe.
fair enough.
might get us banned from the Vatican again.
We're still banned from Vatican City here.
Oh, okay,
Oof.
that's good because I hear their new pope's not good.
Yeah, I didn't like a joke I made. I think during the Fist of the North Star stream, and we got banned from fucking Vatican City.
Yeah,
Bruh.
Yeah, I called the character from the Fist of the North Star the One Punch Messiah.
That's what they got mad about?
That he was like Jesus on steroid.
Bruh. Come on.
I'm sorry, but I still think to this day that I'm on point.
yeah. It's not like you're saying he's the actual Messiah.
No.
You were no.
Just saying that was the role. Technically, he's the monolith, like he's the Messiah walking around from city to city, type of thing, trying to preach this, and then he has to fucking go into like,
Yeah,
because people are stubborn as fuck. I don't know. I always thought it was funny, but it's thanks to that Vincent is going to Vatican City.
Embrace the ban.
Vatican City sent some people to try and convince it, and Vincent goes to visit Vatican City. Enough said. Blood Hunt 2. And trust me, it's filled with action, and it's a cool ride. You can saw a few of it.
yep.
I just put it on the side for a minute because Hellzone needed to come out first because Hellzone was technically done before Nadverse 2. It's kind of a weird thing. I only had like 18 pages to do on it. Then I added a few pages for story-ish in there. It was kind of weird to try to keep the same style.
Yeah.
It's one of the things that every time I do a book, I feel like I evolve. Like I'm learning something new. I'm seeing it differently. So that's, I try not to go too back because I would have redrawn a lot of freaking Hellzone. And I'm like, nope. Let's get Hellzone out. Then go back to my stuff.
Yeah.
And, one of the main questions a lot of people are asking me, is it part of your universe? And I'm thinking that, since, to people, to a lot of my backers or supporters, I think maybe the fact that it's not part of my regular stuff, like, it's not my supernatural universe or my Nadverse, so maybe they're not as interested. They're waiting for the other things, or a question of timing. But I'm pretty proud of what I did with it.
Mm-hmm.
It was a one of those weird moments when somebody comes to you with a little premise and then you try to do something really good out of it. And I've never hidden the fact that the inspiration behind it was a mix of like Event Horizon, Doom. That's what he came to me with. But to me, it's kind of like a bit of a love letter to all those type of old horror sci-fi movies from late 70s, but 80s and 90s mostly, and a bit of the new ones as well. But just saying, I grew up with those, and that's what I tried to put in there.
Yep.
Like I had an interview yesterday. It's gonna go live in a few. It was a pre-recorded one, and the guy like kind of reminds me of Event Horizon. Like, yeah, it is part of the inspiration, but the thing is, the what I'll say without spoiling anything, the only aspect is a mysterious ship that appears. Now that it has demons on board, it's nothing like Hellzone in a way. You know what I mean? Other than the fact that
Yeah.
they used to use warp, and the warp brought it into made it go through hell type of thing.
Mhm.
Now, Aaron the other day showed me that they're making a prequel to Event Horizon. I'm like, that movie did not need anything.
Yeah.
It doesn't need a prequel. Well, I get it. Okay. You want to see people they're gonna do a movie about the people that freaking murdered and raped each other, and because that's what happened. You know, I'm just saying.
Yeah.
That was it was because one of the biggest thing about the movie that they did it at a big scene, and the big scene that they did it was what you see in that little camera. And trust me, I'm like, I don't really want to see this shit. Ripping their eyes out, like the fuck. Ripping their flesh off. Okay, now that I said that, I want to see it, but it's the other aspect of it. I really like that movie, though. I have to admit, it was pretty good.
Yeah.
Sam Neill is a really great actor too. So.
Yeah.
Like one of my favorite things that he played in that a lot of people don't know about is the TV movie Marlin. That was also good. But one of my favorite roles of his, other than Jurassic Park, was in The Mouth of Madness. God
Yeah.
damn, I love that movie. Do you read Sutter Kane? Okay. Oh man, that was fucking good. Okay, some person. There you go. I'm doing this. Fuck you. Get Hellzone. Better than Jesus. There you go.
You're going to hell.
Sign up to Bloodhunt 2. And then, so I'm going Hellzone by Vatican Camilleri and Sim. Calimari and Sim. In the Mouth of Madness for the win. Yeah, that movie's fucking good, dude. I've always been a big John Carpenter fan, but that freaking trilogy of his, technically it was his Eldridge trilogy type of thing. I forgot how they call it, but it's the thing. It's the thing, In the Mouth of Madness, and Prince of Darkness. Those were good. I'm a huge fan of freaking Carpenter. Like, I'm gonna. I would so much like to have him fucking come on stream one day and fucking interview the fucker. Ah, maybe one day.
Maybe one day.
Mm-hmm.
That guy played a really big part of my childhood and everything, dude. I'm even a big fan of one of his pupil, Robert Rodriguez. I love his stuff too. El Mariachi, Desperado, all that stuff. I even enjoyed Machete. That was hilarious, to be quite honest.
Whoa.
Do, 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 do.
I
So,
know. I know. My sister was my youngest sister was a big fan of his worst film,
Which one?
Shark Boy and Lava Girl.
Yeah, but
ah,
kids love that one for some reason. That and the
Yeah, that's what I said.
Spy Kids, yeah,
That's what I said. She was a big fan of it. Watched it all day.
yeah. My kids loved it too. That and Spy Kids.
Yeah.
With Spy Kid, it's not as bad as Shark Kid and Lava Girl or
Yeah.
movie wise, it's better. Like I do like the idea and the theme of Shark Boy and Lava Girl, but his Sin City was the shit though, dude. Oh god damn, that was good. Yeah, that's one of the guys that they should have got to do the new Spawn movie. Like they should have went to Rodriguez or try and get Carpenter back for at least one. At least that would totally be in a. I think maybe that's why I like the original movie a bit because it kind of had a bit of that indie horror type of vibe.
Mhm.
And when a small budget indie movie, even if it has a bit of bad special effects, you can forgive it because of it.
Yeah.
Just too big of it. Might as well make it a bit bigger or smaller. No, bigger. Let's catch up with the chat a little bit. Just wanted to mention it, but Sim beat me to the punch with his tired looks. I really need to step up my game. Oh, dude, I was fully aware of it. The Doomsday Trilogy. Thank you, so. As long as your kids don't yell, chicken jockey, and throw popcorn on the screen, you raised them right.
we for sure didn't.
No, is that a Minecraft thing?
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay, that's the Minecraft thing. Okay.
We're not that brain rot.
we raised our kids right. At least I think we did. Yeah. Ellie here never really read any Spawn, but she knows who he is.
I always liked the cave of Spawn. I don't know. That's why I'm
Hey.
focusing on it the most. Usually I focus on the face the most, but since I don't have much to work with, I'm just like, cape.
Yeah, I think that reminds me of probably why I was interested in Spawn when I was 5 years old, and why my parents thought Spawn would be okay for me to read when I was 5, because his mask kind of reminded me of Spider-Man, I think.
Yeah.
Oh.
So I was like, oh hey, Spider-Man. That's not quite Spider-Man, but okay. And that was back when they were selling the toys with the comic books.
Nice.
So yeah, that's how I got into Spawn.
Kind of makes sense. Kind of.
Kind of.
It's like Black Spider-Man's fighting demons.
Okay, 'cause
I
he's
mean,
fucking cool.
Yeah.
it should be okay for Christian kids. He's fighting demons.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm. What's wrong with that? They're demons, mommy.
It,
They're
a bit, a
demons.
bit, a bit iffy when he starts fighting Redeemer, but you know.
Hmm.
Yeah, but that's different though. When he fights Redeemers because they think he's just evil, like the other
Yeah.
ones. So he's fighting for his life. It's like Vincent fighting the priest in the Vatican City. Doesn't mean that he was a religious guy,
Yeah.
kind of.
Kind of.
But the way that I see him, like personally, when I the character type of thing, when I get the idea was that he's like the Irish Canadian, something like that, Irish American, and he would be very religious, but he has his own code of rules. So that's why like he kills bad people. He
Yeah.
wouldn't just murder random people like you criminals or stuff like that are good to go for him.
Yeah.
Kind of a bit of his code. It's when I say like when some of the inspiration behind Vincent was my biggest inspiration was like I wanted to do like one of those like cool like action movies from back in the days, and the most recent one that actually do what I wanted to do was Equilibrium, John Wick, right?
Yeah.
Story wise, I was inspired by a movie that I love so much called Payback,
Mhm.
which it's the only aspect of it is no, it's always like it's not the movie like that the entire thing that in it like from John Wick and thing is the gun action fights, bang 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 bang, very dynamic. In Payback is I love the fact that the character is pseudo charming, he's likable, right? But you're rooting for a bad guy. Get it? Like you
Yeah.
see him stealing a wallet, taking the identity, frauding this. But in this world, in the world of bad people, he's a good guy.
Yeah.
That's the aspect of you're rooting for a monster, like you're rooting for a bad guy. So that was the idea that see, if you read Bloodhound, you understand what I'm trying to do because that's what it was. You're rooting for a bad guy all along, but the bad guy ends up being a good guy. You know.
Yeah.
Another thing I used to say, it's, he's a monster of a man, but when he becomes a monster, that's where he becomes more of a man.
Mhm.
You know? And I think you can catch up to it. Like, it's one of the things a lot of people that read Bloodhound were telling me that they caught up on.
Yeah.
But no, it's not a redemption story in no fucking way. Like, one of my key thing was, like, he's not like, oh, boo-hoo, I got dead, oh, no, I'm a vampire, boo-hoo. No. He's like, fuck yes, I am now the most badass fucking killer assassin ever. And then he also realized that the world is there's a bit more to just that. And that is the entire aspect of the veil and the monsters and the shadows and that, that's all from Wolf Dragon.
Yeah.
It's something I took from my previous freaking floppy from Wolf Dragon that I put in Bloodhunt. As long as your kids don't okay. Robert Rodriguez did books of Boba Fett guy. Might have lost it. Yeah, dude, they did do something. That's why, like, to be quite honest, not too long ago, he went like anti fucking big media and tried to ask people to try technically crowdfund his fucking movies now. He wants to go full of the grid of not having to rely on anybody now. Check it out, like, dude, Alita was fucking dope. Alita Battle Angel was fucking good.
Yeah, that was.
Yeah. The Spawn animated series might be a good point to start from for Ellie. Yep, yeah. That's what I was telling her. Yeah, I have all of them, and it's pretty good. Spawn is Todd Spider-Man, aside from the Spider-Man Todd drew, which is not Todd Spider-Man, but Spider-Man drawn by Todd. That's a tongue twister there. Simming Slayer, speak for yourself. I'm not rooting for Vincent. Then followed by sign up for Blood Hunt 2. But that's the thing. It's when I create something, I don't, and I inspired something. It's I take a little something that I like from a thing. Like like you could even say that Vincent has a little bit of darkness in it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Or also what's the name of it? Dexter, the guy that has that darkness inside that wants to kill but decides to use it for good in a way.
Mhm. Kind of like how one of my villains starts out. But then, because he consumes too many evil people, he becomes evil himself.
Mm-hmm. Okay, I should have done the cape on a different fucking layer.
Embrace the chaos that comes with Spawn, okay?
Oh, I love the cape. That's the thing is right now I'm like, oh no, it's not okay. I should do no, it's not.
Embrace
I'm
it.
like, it should have been on a different layer to give me more freedom to just. No, I don't like it. Nah, fix it. Nah, yep, that's why. But I'm
Yeah.
like, yeah, I love the cape. I think it's great. I love the chains too.
Yes. I'm gonna actually get onto that chain. That's my next and final thing. I just needed his. I need guidelines. Here. Pretty bracelet. Pretty chain. Let's go.
Also, Vincent, hold on. Okay, you broke my heart. I rip your soul. It's kind of pretty though, petty though, Vincent. Not the forgiving type. Nope, 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 nope. But also Vincent coat is inspired by Snoop Dogg as a Wood Skulls. Uh, Fun fact though, I've said it before. One of the biggest inspiration behind the fucking not the jacket though per se. It's more of his the attire that he has underneath, like the chest plate type of thing in the back. It's inspired by an actual stuntman attire, which is something that they use to protect themselves from big falls or when they go into walls or something like that. So it's like a support and protection for the spine and their and padding for the front that they wear underneath stuff. So that's one of the things that because I was like, what would a guy like that would do like if he falls off a building or something like that? So I was really trying to be practical when I designed Vincent for stuff like that. So yeah, but that with skulls everywhere, and some people never caught up to the fact that the three skulls on the front of his chest leading to the one on the belt, like the three skulls there, the two skulls belt. It's an animation. So you see the regular skull, it gets angry and then it yells.
Cat.
Which one is that?
Cat.
Ours or his?
That's my
Yes.
black cat. He is whining for attention.
Duh.
We know this. Our cat does the same thing now.
Yep.
At first you're like, what do you need? What do you want? And then after that you're like, he just wants fucking attention. God damn it. But now I like how our cat's doing it sometimes now. He just comes and starts like rubbing his head on my fucking calf. Yeah, come on. And if he doesn't get my attention too far, then I feel the wet nose on it. Come on. Then you get up, you go see his food. No, he's fine. God damn it.
Chains everywhere. Everywhere chains.
All right.
No, just remember that I never shared my Young Blood one yet.
Oop.
But I did catch up. I shared the other ones that I kept forgetting, but I didn't do the Young Blood yet.
Oh.
Another page down. Finished one on last night's stream. Finished one just now.
Well, that doesn't look like Spawn.
No, it does not. There you go. There's my violator.
So it's like Stuntman Armor. I can see that. 3 watching and just 1 like. Come on, guys, thumb up the video. Come on, people.
I'm not sure if I ever showed this up on stream, but I'm going to find this video. You know, when I was messing around with that video, the AI video maker thing.
Mm-hmm.
Just the let's see. Come on. Yeah. The Vincent that I had it make.
Oh yeah, that was funny.
Yeah, I think it looks good. I think it looks like this could definitely be a live action Vincent here. and then I think you suggested that I try another actor, because like that one was supposed to be, I think, that Frank Grillo or whatever, and then this one is more like if Vincent in an SNL skit. That's basically what that one looks like.
Yeah.
You know, good quality film versus SNL. I did enjoy this video from when I had to animate one of the panels from my comic. This came out pretty cool.
Oh yeah. Which program were you using for this?
It's like Hilau, whatever. It's like, yeah, or Minimax, one of those two. And of course, I had to do a 6-gun gorilla. For some reason, I decided to make him nervous. And of course, I tried to have it do Nat the Merc.
Oh yeah, that was hilarious.
Yeah, it got the goatee right.
Uh-huh.
It's just like minimal effort, Vincent. Or minimal effort, Nat.
Yeah. Almost not, but not really.
Yeah. CW Nat. They probably call him Matt. I tried to have it do one of my characters, and once again, CW version.
That came out cool though.
Yeah, it doesn't quite look like, she doesn't have the glowing blue eyes, but for some reason, when you say blue eyes, it thinks glowing. And then Azrael looks a little too steampunk, but good enough.
Looks like it looks like Ewan McGregor.
Exactly what I was gonna say. I was like, you know what, that would not be a bad pick.
So going, not really. Yeah, not really. Not.
Yeah, not really. Yeah, looking at this, Ewan McGregor would make a great Azrael. But then there was another actor I put in for the character Arios, and yeah, not too happy with that.
Huh.
It doesn't quite look right.
Star Lord.
Yeah,
What's his name again?
Chris Pratt.
Chris Pratt. There you go.
And I'll see if I can find a picture of the character I was trying to get to do. Let's see. Open. Yeah. This page has him on it. Yeah, it's supposed to be him.
Mm-hmm.
Not quite a match. Oh, and then Jim Caviezel as Azrael. Not a bad pick either.
You played a lot with that AI thing.
Yeah, it was fun. It's a fun toy. There was one I had to do that came out so horrible. And it got the look of the character right, but it was just here it is. The red elf character. I mean, like it got the hair completely wrong. But it just looks like one of those bad CGI shows. And the background looks cool. I like the background. The character, not so much.
I can see that.
Okay. Now to add the finishing touches on this page.
Whoa.
Oh, yeah, this page has another one of the facial expressions that I really enjoy. Yeah.
What?
I think this facial expression really matches what I was going for. You know, her just being like, not too sure about that. I think that captures it.
Yes.
Yep.
All right.
There's my spawn. Oh, I need spikes. You know what I need? I need spikes. That's what I need.
Spikes.
Spikes. That's what I was forgetting. Big spikes. Do, 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 do.
You.
It's concentration time.
Yep.
Yeah.
A little
Is
bit.
the last it's basically almost the 2 hour mark, and
Yeah.
we're like speed.
Yep. Let's try and finish this.
Yeah.
It's like, let's get this over with. And people, don't forget to sub, like, and share, and check out all the links in the description down below.
Yep.
You have our social media, and you have our campaigns, and also the Inkslayer website,
Yeah.
where you can find links to everything we do, and our campaigns. We also have our books on Amazon.
Mm-hmm. Including 70th Legions issue 3, which you can pick up now. Go.
Here's my quick little spawn here.
It's beautiful.
Yeah.
I would still freaking change a bunch of things on it. That's my favorite so far. Spend a bit more time on that one. Oh, excellent. Uncanny Valley Picture presents.
Yeah.
Yeah, AI doesn't beat you guys finding that actor that totally didn't look like Nat Merck and Judy Heron on him. Yeah, the Eastwood kid. Yeah, that was Scotsman saying that he was the best to play him. Yeah, my first pick was the Chris Ensworth for some reason, or Cavill. But we have to go, Ginger. Everybody is drawing chains except for Beacon. Yeah. He's done a long time ago. Spawn with one gargoyle claw. Also a good show. I had to resist buying 7 long boxes. I managed to resist. Good job, Chris.
Yay!
Makes sense. You can leave the comics on the floor, but manga goes on the nice shelf. Okay, I don't know what that is on Twitch. Cheap viewers on Stream Boo. Okay,
But
yeah. Hellzone
Bye.
by Spawny, Calimari, and Sim. Seven Legions 3 on Amazon.
Mhm.
No 7 long box full of comics soul. Not empty ones. I would have bought them if they were empty. Sim's Twitter account. Sugar Chris, what? Full of comics? What could you need that for? You're not Marinus that you need to turn your place into a landfill. Chris saying, I did buy a stack of comics though, and some movies and such. Got some of the free comic from Free Comic Book Day that he had left. Oh, cool. Me, the only one I wanted that I missed out on was 2000 AD. Too bad. But I did get some cool shit though. You have Ellie's Twitter there. My place looks like a landfill right now. And so going. Sim also liked Scott Atkins. For Vincent, I totally don't see that. Oh yeah, Scott Atkins. I think he would be perfect for Vincent, but that's my that's my pick. But that also has to do with the fact that the actor needs to be able to pull off the action and the fight scene and the martial art and still look the part. And he did prove that he could hide that accent of his. So, you know, maybe it has to do with the fact that I've seen a lot of I was watching a lot of those martial art moves and stuff on YouTube while working on it to have a lot of good fights and moves. And one of the recurring one was Atkins and as Boyka. Oh, yeah. But another one that could play him is the guy that played in Equilibrium. What's his name again? Christian Bell.
Okay.
Yeah, you have to have that type of chin that goes down a bit. I don't know. That's why Scott Atkins, I would see him, but I like that actor. So every time I look at this, I'm like, let's fix something. What's wrong? Oh, it's a body proportion that's annoying me. Probably just fix that by doing this.
Da, 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 da.
Why I like to do things on different layers. This is why.
What?
No, it was a bit better. Because just a quick little fix that was bothering me. I love Accident Men too. Unfortunately, that movie isn't available physically, but it's purchased and downloaded on Prime. Oh, really? Accident Man? Oh, yeah. Yeah. I think I've seen the first one. I don't know there was a second one, to be quite honest. Booyah. Oh, Alex is trying to color our thing, and we're past the 2 hours, so we're done.
Yeah, now
Yep.
I'm just doing this for fun.
Oh, thank you. Beacon's doing the same thing.
Yeah.
Oh, red.
Applying filters while my program is stalling on me. Okay, there we go. There we go. There's Violator.
It was excellent, man. Comic book inspired movie with Scott Adkins as assassin that makes his kill looks like accident. Very fun and one of the few movies where he's not fully stoic and let his charm shine. Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, everybody! Thank you for joining us for Doodle and Chill, and everybody that will be watching after, where you just hit the 2-hour mark, and we're going to be calling it off. So,
Yep.
quick little go around, but no, technically we just seen it. You can see it properly here. So here's my clown, and here's my spawn.
Nice.
Here's Beacon's Violator.
Yep.
And Alex's spawn. Very cartoonish.
Yeah.
I like it.
Definitely more my style. In my style, yeah.
Mm-hmm. So, thank you, everyone, and see you all next weekend.
Later.
Bye-bye.
Okay, we love you. Bye-bye.
I see that story first. I feel that story first. I know those people first. When I put them down, they've already lived. And I put them down as I'd like them to live on those pages.
By moonlight, the hunt begins. Crimson marks on pallid skin. Enchanted foes, mortal sin. A game of death, I'm here to win. Blood hunt, no time to stall. Monsters fall as I heed the call. Vincent's out, the shadows crawl. Fear the reaper, you use hell. I'll take the bounties, leave behind death. With fangs and stealth, I'll steal your breath. Screams in silence, hearts in chains. Under darkness, start the games. Shadows meld through night, I vow. With every kill, hear the midnight howl. The cursed and damned, they meet their end. Merciless track, no